Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Quick turnaround from my last game, less than 12 hours after the team game last night. If you haven't seen the video, highly recommend watching it. It was a very close, very tense game. I went the full 3 hours, though, so I'd definitely recommend watching it on double speed. Today, I've got an ITSL game against Mike Mangone, or Mike Mangone, perhaps. It's been a great ITSL season for me so far. I'm 12-1. Currently have the number one seed in the Seattle Conference. But a lot of work left to do. A lot of good players left on my schedule. So definitely no chickens being counted. I've started off very strong before in ITSL and faltered down the stretch. So nothing will be taken for granted. Okay, here we go. Boy, thoroughly mediocre opening hand here. Complete disaster if I get purged. So this looks like a trigger Suez, space Fidel, or man, I might need the ops of Fidel. And then UN D-stall on AR6. This is a pretty clear 442. The question is, what do I want to headline? This might be an EEU headline. This might be a 433 EEU. Remove his adjacency to Italy. Could be a 433 independent Reds even. Could also headline Olympics. You know what? That's fine. Let's just headline Olympics. Save the op of EEU. Yeah, it's unspeakable disaster. Okay, I get the two VPs. So this is a space of D-stall. Coup Iran here. Yeah, that's not good. I think I'm giving Suez, so do I just do this? He might poke West Germany and attack France. And I want Suez out of my hand before he does that. So yeah, let's do this. And get out. I hope that he does not have Nasser. There's no decision for him here on Suez. If he has Nasser, I would have to think that he would just trigger it. So maybe he does not. Warsaw is gone. Okay, boy, 2-op coup of Egypt. And that's not good. All right. Well, I don't like this, but I think I'm just going to take a 2-op coup of my own, get my mill ops lower defcon to 2, and brace myself. Brutal. Okay, not a good start at all. I wasn't contesting Thailand. So I'm not contesting Thailand anyway. Okay, no decall. Okay, this is. I mean, I should get into Malaysia, but that seemed like it could wait. So maybe he doesn't have decall. Let's. He also gave Korean War, which makes taking South Korea potentially interesting. I think we got a space decall. And miss. Gotta be real careful here in the Middle East with Lebanon, my only. Wow, gonna give NORAD and poke West Germany? Boy, he really wants that big number in the Middle East. I mean, if he has Middle East, that's unfortunate for me, but what would be more unfortunate is if he flipped Lebanon. Yeah, okay. Okay, well, if he has blockade, he's triggering it anyway. Let's just climb into Thailand. Hope that he doesn't. If he pokes West Germany, maybe I get Truman next turn. God, if he had flipped Lebanon there, that would have made me very sad. I'm not getting Europe Dom. So. Five-year plan of Europe, right? Blockade. I don't understand that at all. Why not trigger blockade? You have me purged. That doesn't make sense to me. Blockade is an unspeakably huge problem for me. Okay. Well, I get Vietnam, which is good. CNS is tempting. Decall's still around. Duck, man, Duck is 3 VPs, protect Panama, but a decall headline with defectors gone is a huge issue. But decall's a huge issue for me anyway. I could even headline CIA to potentially, but no, I don't like that. CNS is also reasonable for a nice easy 2 VPs. I like. Okay, that's great. That's fantastic. Okay, Duck headline against Europe scoring is great. Okay, now I have AI War, so he's not getting mill ups. So he might have decall. But boy, there was no rush to headline Europe, I would think, because I'm 5 ops away from Dom. Now, I guess if I headline Marshall, and I guess if he decalls, like, I'm likely to fill France quickly. Okay, NATO is just going to take, yeah, that makes all kinds of sense. Greece is weird. So I have to deal with this Asia problem. He's not playing like somebody who has decall. If he had it, I think he would have headlined it. So I'm not going to bother with Angola right now. I think that makes the most sense. I really want to get CNS off. But maybe the headline of Europe suggests he may have Asia as well. But if he doesn't have decall, he may just go India, South Korea, fill both those, then score it for 3. Okay, is he going to take Dom? He is Taiwan. Okay, well, I wasn't taking Taiwan. All right. That I don't have to respond to, right? That does not give him Dom. So let's take my 2 VPs there. I could hold AI War, I suppose, but okay. That stops Dom. I mean, I could take, yeah, you know what? With this Asia, this makes sense. And I use Vietnam for ops and put it back into Vietnam and just keep it. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. So AI war. What should I do with that? I can't give it, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna give with Vietnam. Me taking Vietnam, I need to hang on to it. So I'm gonna give Vietnam. And I got to fill France at some point. Okay, so will pick up his 2. That's fine. All right, now what? I really want. I need the ops of Japan. I can't hold Japan. Obviously, can't hold CIA, and I'm giving Vietnam. So I guess I'm holding AI war and not spacing it. All right, that's fine. Using the 4 now and just doing that seems reasonable. I hate not having the 4. I have to do that because I'm giving Vietnam. This is fine. Might also be getting containment, so I got to use US Japan next AR. Truman, that's going to take Yugoslavia. Yeah, and now even taking UK doesn't get me Dom. Okay, this has to be France, and then I guess I'll go Vietnam because I have to. That which frees up an op next AR. Vietnam play is a weird play, but it's one I've been liking lately. Also, I guess I gotta activate NORAD too. But yeah, what's that gonna do? Yeah, I would have done that last turn. Okay, yeah, he gets access to France with SOCGov's coming. I mean, I got to put 1 in Vietnam. I could overprotect France, but then he just takes 2 out of West Germany and boat races me there. I think this is fine. I mean, I got De Gaulle problems. Maybe I do that. The other issue is De Gaulle gives him Dom. If I do this, if I leave West Germany at 5-2 and overprotect France, then De Gaulle gives him Dom. That I can't allow. Yeah, I'm going to do this. Okay, I get De Gaulle, I get Sakovs, and a redrawn defectors. Okay, this is good. He unfortunately got decall. I think this is just defectors, though, even though I got the stuff you'd want to headline. We're going to hope that he wants to headline decall. We're going to try and catch decall in the headline here. Because he could flip Thailand with it. There's a good reason to headline decall, so that's what we're going to hope he does. He also got Marshall. Well, that's not a card I wanted to defector at all. That's a crappy defectors. Okay, he's going to coup Panama here. I mean, he's not going to coup South Africa with him having decall. Yep, just a 2-up coup of Panama makes perfect sense. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, I was worried about that. Now, if I coup Egypt, he can decall into Angola. But he is giving me the battleground coup in Millop, so I think I got to take him. Nasser's gone. I mean, that costs me 3 VP in the Middle East if I can't get presence back, but this gains me 2 VPs if he immediately scores it. So yeah, I think I got to try and coup back in. I don't think I want to use the 4 for it because I want to use that to defend. Yeah. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Okay. Now he's going to decall, presumably. Or score the Middle East for an absurd number. No, he doesn't need to score the Middle East. He can just decall because I have no path back in. Influence. Doesn't he have decall? All right, well, I hate giving him more VPs, but I have to take Algeria here because I need to. Let's do this and overprotect France, which gives an op, which makes De Gaulle an op, but I'm certainly triggering De Gaulle. Nine in the Middle East is brutal, but it would have been 6, and I wouldn't have gotten Millops. And with that big roll, he would have taken Panama. So that sucks, but it could have been worse. I lose 3 here, but I gain them back, and I keep Panama. Okay, there's decall, no surprise. Okay, and now I have to use AI War for that and this. Which is unfortunate, but that's the way it works. Okay, a nice failed roll. Okay, blockade is around. That's unfortunate. Do I just space dstall? Or do I space sock govs? He doesn't know about the dstall redraw. I got problems. Let's space the most problematic card. Okay, that's nice. Now I can space again. Okay, we knew he had that. I think I space sock govs. Okay, that's nice. 2 much needed VPs after I'm going to eat a huge number in the Middle East. Very glad he didn't. I mean, Marshall would have been really good to get. So yeah, he couldn't give me Marshall. Meantime, all the Europe attack cards are gone. So maybe we don't, don't listen, but maybe we don't overprotect France here. Okay, yeah, that gives him presence Lastam, so we have to do this. I'm leaving Angola at 1. I mean, I could hang on to, I could just, maybe it's just this. This is probably better, right? Yeah, I think that's better. Not a great early war. Okay, Europe scoring and some problems. CRG's nice though. And in fact, I think is a clear headline here. Getting both cultural and Nixon is nice. Quagmire will go to space, and then I've got to fill Canada this turn. NORAD, not really a big problem for him at this point. Oh my God, I should have headlined Duck. It's clearly those. What else? Is it Angola and then Cameroon to take Dom? Is it Burma? Maybe it's Burma to get access to India. Let's do this. Man, what a hand. And he's got ABM.
Not peace at the expense of freedom, but both peace and freedom here in this hemisphere. And we hope around the world.
Okay, so Middle East really sucks. I guess I just coup Africa though. I mean, I need a 6 and to get into the Middle East. And if I do get a 6, he can just score it. I could also coup Lebanon. But I need a 5 there, and he could just coup back. Yeah, I think I just swallow the 8. What did he have? Indy Red, Southeast. What a hand, man. Okay. Okay, good thing I didn't go for Lebanon.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country
Okay. Turkey. He has 6 countries to my 3. I gotta feel no. I gotta do that to activate NORAD. That for sure. Question is then what? I don't think it's Colombia. I don't want to let him in South America because his hand's much better than mine. I could go Costa Rica because he gave himself adjacency to Panama. Maybe I counter that with one Costa Rica of my own. It's to Canada. Maybe it's Tunisia to threaten a jam of Libya. With NORAD could be important. I don't know what the hell to do with this. Oh, you know what? He's got Southeast Asia. Let's take Philippines. Now ABM loses him Nigeria. Middle East is 9. Jeez, but Southeast Asia is 6. He could make it. He'll likely make it 4 with all his ops. Yeah, he would. If he hadn't done that Lebanon coup, he already would have Panama. So as ugly, as horrible as it is to give up the 9 there, I think what I got in return is worth it. Okay. Oh, 4 op. What is going to be Southeast Asia? I don't understand that at all. Is he going to realign Panama? You don't need to realign Panama even. You can just take it with. You can just coup it with ABM. All right. If I take UK and Portugal, Indy Reds gives me Dom. I could dump Europe, but it's in no danger of getting worse. Let's take China from him so he can't do things in Southeast Asia. He's also just used his 4 ops. He had 2 4 ops. He's got 2 scorings. He's obviously got ABM, but other than that, he's got 2 scorings, Kitchen, Independent Reds. Yeah, that sucks. But okay. Could just space. I need to get more mill ops. So you know what? The other thing I could do is I could coup Nicaragua, threaten the realigns. I could fight really hard for Europe, Dom. Because I could do this. What's he got left? He's got ABM. He's got Independent Reds, Southeast, Kitchen, ABM, and Korean War. So I could do that. Once he uses ABM, I take Portugal, and then I can use CMC to take Benelux for Dom. And then he does not have a 3-op to respond. That's a little weird, but let's do it. ABM, I would rather flip Nigeria with ABM, but I want to fight for this Europe, Dom. Okay. Southeast. Now I'm in a space. Okay, now I've headline peak. There's ABM. Panama. No, Algeria is a bit of a weird choice. Let's do that to take Dom. Because he has Independent Reds. He can poke West Germany is his only play. He's got Independent Reds, Korean War, and Kitchen. Let's do that. The only way he can stop Dom is by poking West Germany or Benelux. Yep, that makes sense. And I get my Dom. All right, that was a lot of work for 4 VPs. And I don't know if it was quite worth it, but I think it's fine. Brezhnev could be used to coup Nicaragua. So it would save me a VP, set up realigns on Cuba, but I think Africa is too tenuous now that I've lost Algeria. So I'm going to give up the 1 VP. Okay, pretty good hand here. Missile envy is a huge problem. It's Warsaw status. Warsaw is in my hand. So that's where Warsaw is. This is not a Kennedy hand. What is the headline if not Kennedy, though? Is it just ABM? Or excuse me, ABM. Is it salt for ABM? Kind of don't want him cooing any of my Southeast Asian non-battlegrounds. That's a what? Oh, okay. So he wants to coup that and get into South America that way. That is a risky play. But what do I do? I could salt to make that coup less strong, but missile envy is a huge issue. If I'm not salting, the Pope is pretty ignorable. EU doesn't do anything. I do not want to Kennedy this hand. This is a fine hand. Salt for ABM is fine. He'll trigger missile envy if he has, and I've got to give him NATO. And I do have to worry about these non-battlegrounds, but yeah, I think this is fine. Let's make his coup weaker. I do like having the Panama adjacency and overprotection, though. That is nice. Maybe I should have taken Mexico instead of South Africa. Almost certainly should have done that. That's a weak coup. Oh my goodness. Well, I think it's that. And now, if we see missile envy, I'll be sad. Really sad. I don't understand Thailand. He was much better off cooing one of the one stabs. Okay. And now, where's UN? UN is around. Alliance could be a big number. I think this just has to be this. Took away my great NORAD target, but that's fine. And then I think we do that. I don't understand why he took 2 op coups on Thailand, which became 1 op coups. Those coups in Vietnam or Indonesia or Laos would have been a big issue. Him flipping Laos with a 6 on that Arman coup is a problem for me. I want to get ABM out of my hand as soon as humanly possible. I learned my lesson from last time. Okay, there goes Independent Reds. That's helpful. It doesn't do... If he had Missile Envy, he would have triggered it by now. Can I set up, do anything with NORAD here? Oh, that's huge. Now I got Africa control. NORAD could overprotect here, but I'm fine just doing this.
Our goal is not the victory of might, but the vindication of right. Not peace at the expense of freedom, but both peace and freedom. Here in this hemisphere, and we hope around the world. God willing, that goal will be achieved.
Pups? What kind of hand must he have to give puppets there? I don't understand that at all. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Obviously that. This. And then I think I'm okay. Damn it. This. I'm okay giving Warsaw here. I don't love giving Warsaw, but I don't really want to space it. I want the ops. I want this huge number out of Alliance. Okay. At this point,
En las condiciones de la inmensa mayoría de los países de América Latina, no hay otro camino que la lucha armada. Y esa parece ser la situación también en muchos otros países de
that.
Asia y de África.
Oh, wow. So Africa. So he knew I had ABM. He knew I had ABM, and he hung on to Africa. Okay, I don't care about that. I'm gonna try and space for the win here. All right, thanks everybody for watching. I'll be back later on today for a game against Patrick. Gets me to 13-1 in ITSL though. I will take it. That was a little bit of a questionable early war. Got Middle East scoring against me was not much fun on turn 4, or on turn 1. Middle East was, I believe, 14 VPs for him. But Africa was 11. I got a Europe Dom off. Big number in Southeast Asia. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day. That was fun, but now it's done. So long, everybody.